Good morning, tribe. Welcome to the donut shop at the beginning of the world. I am apparently your dark and mysterious host, Dr. Mark Merriweather Vorderbruggen, broadcasting live from Ravenscar, my backyard. And it's a beautiful day out. A little humid. We really need rain. Really need rain. I'm just about empty. My rain barrels are just about empty. But keeping things alive. Chilling in the backyard. Hey, we got people. Hey, Surrender. You got dibs on calling first. How are you today? How are the dogs today? Hey, Cynthia. Hey, Dawn. Hey, Terry. You hear Chirpy in the background there? Hey, Jess. Hey, Christina. Hope you brought coffee. Hope you brought donuts. Yeah. The girls haven't made donuts in a while. I need to drop some subtle hints that donuts would be good. Yeah, Tina, same here. It's ugly, dry. But then I've kind of Darwinianed my yard into surviving with minimum water. It's really just the herbs, the okra, the sage, and the asparagus that still get water. Hey, good morning, Stacy. Good morning, Julie. Good morning, Kimberlyn. Hey, Kimberlyn, check your messages there. I sent you a link. Good morning, Don. Surrender, living the dream. That's all we can do. And hopefully it's a good dream, not one of the scary nightmare, sleep paralysis ones. Was there something? I don't even follow the news anymore. Something about like dream demons or something. Hey, good morning, Elvin. Welcome back. Hey, Jesse. Oh, cool. All right, congratulations on working on getting the Master Naturalist certification. Which Master Naturalist group do you belong to? I work with most of them. And a lot of times my classes actually count as the training hours. And the tomatoes, man, tomatoes are tricky to water because if you give them too much water, then they split. So I've pretty much given up on growing my own tomatoes and just rely on the tomato goodness of others. Hey, good morning, Donald. Good morning, Jennifer. Good morning, Donna. Good morning, Bonnie. So far, so good, Bonnie. I got coffee. I got friends. I got donut shop. I got Chirpy. I got, stuff going on Amazon. I think we won this one small battle, so that's always good. Ooh, teams, yeah, that's going to be tricky. But I find, coffee, no sleep, loving family, Tina, those things come together. You can do just about anything. Wow. I'm just looking at the definition of my arm when I drink my coffee. The other arm isn't quite as, I need to like switch hands and work on the other hand here. Let's see. Okay, do you have a question one time? Yes. So that's a good thing. Yeah, so your liver has sped up the process of, getting rid of stuff, which means then the kidneys and the bladder and the whole, because when the liver breaks stuff down, it makes it into water soluble or urine soluble stuff, which then gets filtered out by the kidneys and the bladder and out the urine. So let's keep an eye on it. It's not unusual at first as your liver is finally going, free, get rid of this, go, 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 go. But yeah, also make sure you're drinking enough water, especially this time of year when it's hot, because your liver is getting rid of more stuff. You need more, water to make sure you have enough urine to get everything out. So, yeah, not a problem now. Drink more water and just expect it to go on for a while. All right. Hey, good morning, Mike. Hey, Maxine. Good morning, Maxine. Is Pat with you? Hey, Pat. Hope you're there. I love Pat and Maxine. They're like the brothers and sisters I have down here. I just gotta tell you, Tina, welcome to my world. You've heard me say that over and over to you. But, yeah. Okay, Stacy, yeah, good that you're having the green tea in there, too. but lots of water. So, like in the Boy Scouts and in the military, especially in hot weather, when you're out hiking and so forth, the rule is clear and copious. You should be drinking, enough water. So like every 30 or 45 minutes, you're going to the bathroom, and it is clear and copious. So now in the case with the liver pill, flushing out the things, yeah, there may be some cloudiness, but increase the water amount and do well. Hey, good morning, April. It's actually getting kind of, let's see. Yikes. Okay, Terry. Yeah. The UPS, we have no control over what method of delivery Amazon uses. But yeah, we've heard bad things, just in general, hear bad things about UPS. They're the ones that are throwing the packages and so forth. But please let me know when you get them, if there's any other problems, and we'll see if we can do anything on our side. Here's a good question. So, yeah, pruning is generally good for not as necessary for citrus, but stone fruits like peaches and plums and so forth. Yeah, pruning can actually, you open it up so you can get more light, so you can get better developed fruit. You can also prune it so it's easier to harvest the fruit. So yeah, I'm a big fan of pruning. Like I said, the only things that I don't prune are the citrus, unless there's a branch that is actually in the way. But especially the stone fruits, yes, pruning will increase everything that's going on. All right, let's see. Hey, good morning, Nina. Watching on YouTube, thank you. Yeah. So Tina, yeah, well, you're going into the big leagues, so they're going to test you. But it's all good. Let's see. Do I know a good master herbalism school? Bonnie, PM me. As I want to make sure I get the names right, and I also want to find out what level of herbalism you're looking for, because there's, if you just want to be the doctor mom sort of thing, or like, hang out your shingle and start helping others. There's different levels, and different schools are better for different levels. It sounds like maybe a show topic, but I have to be careful. I don't want to like publicly, comment on certain schools. But anyway, send me a message and give me like a day, and I will answer it there. Whoops. Oh, did I see something? Let's see. Good morning. Let's see. Yes, that's another one. The seaweed and citrus, the dried cranberries are really good. But and especially salty peanuts. I think the whole fear of salt is way overblown. It's not the salt, it is the lack of water. Hey, good morning, Jenny Watson. Good morning, Terry. Yeah, hopefully they arrive. Yes, I am making brain pills. The brain pill. Let's see, it has the lion's mane, ginkgo, and sage. So it's available from Amazon. It's available from it's available from Amazon, but if you go to, let me set the coffee down, the Medicine Man part of Foraging Texas, excuse me. Just put that out there. Whoop. Nope, that's not what I wanted. That's okay. Well, I just put a link to the immune pill, folks. So over on Amazon, they have it up. And like the other ones, we have to basically load the page one sentence at a time to get Amazon's approval of each sentence we write for it. But the Medicine Man, you can see what we have and what's coming with the Medicine Man at this link that I'm just putting up now. All right, let's see. Oh, cool. 4 forager babies. Oops, where did the... Man, lots of come. Okay. Oh, that's a good question. I would think so. The main issue with that might stand in the way is the volunteer hours. And I'm not sure, when you say high school, are we talking a 14-year-old or are we talking a 16, 17-year-old? So it's probably a question for the master naturalist. I don't know off the top of my head. I could think, they'd probably love to have young people in it. Usually it's more on the other end, the retirees. But at the same time, there are public outreach stuff you need to do, and they may not want to, put kids in a situation like that. I don't know. Oh, cool, Wade. Grafting peaches and plum. That's awesome. When you get the multi-fruit trees like that, love those. Are you grafting 2 different types of plums, or 1 type, or what you doing there? Yeah, the Mexican plums. Like I said, the fruit I find is tart, but if you make a jam out of it, if you look up a German jam spread, it's really simple and pretty tasty. Oh, you're going to love the new man he will be, Maxine. But you might be careful. He might start outsmarting you. So, you might have to order your own bottle. Sorry. Is there an herbalism school that teaches chemistry? None that I've found. They may touch upon it, and they may think they're floating across it, but that's one of the issues. I'm still looking for one that does that. Hey, good morning, Eric. Mike, let's see. Dylan sleeps up. I don't know what. I missed the earlier comment that this is referring to. Sorry. Let's see if I can find it later. Hey, good morning, Deborah. Now that would be awesome. Yep. Unfortunately, really, to get to the level of chemistry you would need, you would probably have to go for a master's at the very least. Let's see. The chemistry, like the undergraduate chemistry, so here's the example. When sign language, you might have seen, and I'm not even going to try, but sign language where you use your fingers to spell out each letter. This is an A, this is a B, this is a C, and you spell out each word letter by letter. And then the true sign language, there are movements, entire movements that indicate entire words and even concepts. And so at the undergraduate level of chemistry, you are spelling things out letter by letter. And then it's not until the upper, the master's and the PhD, where you really start seeing how they dance together and the interactions and all the truly amazing stuff going on. So, not trying to dissuade you, trying to make you aware of what's in there. All right. Mm-hmm. All right. I'm sorry. Let's see. Let's see. Okay. I really need more information. If you could, send me pictures of the leaves at least on the tree, so I can see how the leaves are arranged on the branch, and also like a picture of the bark. There's quite a few different possibilities. Now that would be cool. I would love that, but it's not in the books right now. I'm working on getting Medicine Man going. Oh, here we go. Okay, so grafting any and all my other stone fruit varieties. Yeah. The thing with plums are awesome, but the domestic, like the sweet eating plums, they usually are not self-fertile. They need a different variety to pollinate them. And so you need to pollinate, or you need that variety to produce flowers at the same time as your other, and then they can cross-pollinate each other. And there's a huge matrix that you can see of, if you have this plum, you need this plum, that plum, that plum, or this plum. And if you have this plum, you need this plum, this plum, this, and figure out which ones will flower at the same time. That's why I gave up on plums. I didn't have time to fiddle with all that. Okay, wild plums. Okay, yeah. That happens. I don't know why, but I think wild plums might be somewhat susceptible to fungus, but I'm not sure. This is just a observation and scientific wild ass guess here. But I've noticed what you're talking about, Mike, too. The wild plums. A lot of times the lower branches can be dead, and I don't know if it's a. Okay, thinking about it, doing more scientific wild ass guess. The fruit trees need a lot of sunlight usually. And so it may be that the lower branches get shaded out by the upper branches. And so the tree just says, you know what, I'm not going to do anything with these branches. I'm just going to turn them off. That might be the case. So they're putting their energy into the branches up higher that get the sunlight. But again, that's just kind of a scientific wild ass guess here. It's getting hot out. All right, let's see. That would be awesome if a bunch of tribe members were going to school together. I would love that. The fact that they're co-eds has nothing to do with that love. It just is. All right. Okay. Vitex. So if you go to foraging Texas, let me do this here quick. So it's under chaste tree, but the dried berries, the dried seed. Stop that. The dried seeds of the Vitex are ground up and used as pepper. Chase. So, yeah, the easiest thing to do is collect the dried seeds. You just scrape them off the seed head, put them in a pepper mill, and grind away and use it that way. Now, keep in mind that they stimulate certain female hormones, and so one of the things they were used for was to increase the chance of pregnancy because it helps with that. At the same time, males taking it for a long time, like, once a week, fine, twice, 3 times a week on steak or something, absolutely fine, really good. But if you take it every day for like 6 months, it can lead to impotence in men. So something to keep in mind. That's why the chaste tree, that's where it got its name. Also, monk's pepper or soldier's pepper. The goal was to kind of quench the libido of the monks and the soldiers to keep them, doing what they were supposed to do rather than, the village women. So just something to keep in mind. Absolutely delicious. Great for women. We'll talk about it on the link there. But for men, long-term use, it's generally frowned upon. Oh, okay. Verbally. Let's see. Yeah, I need to do better on that. So the question was, I have a Vitex tree near me. How do I use the berries? So The Vitex is also known as the chase tree. The dried berries have a wonderful flavor, but you don't want to do too much with it. Okay, here's a good question. Can we get teas from the Medicine Man? Okay, so discuss that. The money behind Medicine Man, the silent owner who put up 75% of the funding for this. He is a brilliant businessman. He's been extremely successful, starting multiple businesses, usually in the different health type stuff. And this was something that I brought up to him. Say, what about teas or those little packets you tear open and pour this stuff in your drink bottle? And he said no. There are some people that will do that, but he actually looked into that. He played around with it some, and he said for the capsules are the way to go, because that's the easiest thing the person can do. Just pop the capsules and go, rather than make the tea, put it in the tea, do all that sort of thing. He said that with this, we want to make it as absolutely simple as possible. So in the future, as Medicine Man grows, I would love to offer the teas. And one of the other things we talked about is Medicine Man working with some small herbalists to offer, their handcrafted products too. Special order from the website sort of thing. But that's down the road. I would love to offer teas, because I think that's a great way of taking stuff. But right now, the focus is purely on the capsules, because that has the easiest use for the greatest number of people. 2-3 years from now, hopefully, then we can start bringing out teas. Let's see. Okay. Ooh, okay. Kayletta, I just received a cutting of a mimosa tree. What's the best way to plant it or transplant it? It has what I assume is a seed pod on it. The cutting, has it produced roots yet? Because if not, you probably don't want to plant it. You want to try and get some roots from it. I recommend, if you have access to any willow tree, shave up or chop up the willow branch about the size of my finger, because the willow is loaded with gibberellic acid, which is the hormone that tells plants to start producing roots. So mix that in with some potting soil, the willow, the ground up willow, put it in a pencil sharpener and just grind it up. Mix it with the peat moss and potting soil. Put the mimosa in there. Keep it moist, and just make sure, once you see roots coming out of the bottom of the container or roots appearing, then you want to transplant it. Do not transplant it now. It's too hot. It's going to be too stressful. Wait, if you can, until like mid-November, or even, mid-November should be good. Late November. Give it all of winter and spring then to start building up its roots and getting a nice root thing. So then when the hot weather comes next summer, it already has a nice, good root system ready to drink up the water you give it. But if you try plant it right now, it's going to die. Unless you are, babying it and watering it and shading it and everything, especially if it doesn't have any roots. So hopefully that made sense. Let's see. Oh, hey, it's time for the group take. All right, so those of you with the liver pill, 2 liver pills. Oops, too many. I love the flavor of both the liver pill and the brain pill, because the liver pill has the rosemary flavor. All right. And then those of you who have received the brain pill, and remember, these are formulated so you can take a bunch of them together. Focus. Oh, well. So 2 of the brain pill now, and then 1, I usually take it late afternoon, like right when I get home from work, for 3, and the liver pill to get the right dosage, 4. And coffee. And now that I'm not dissolving the stuff in my coffee tastes like coffee. It was good before, but now I prefer the just the coffee. Huh? That would okay. So I actually had well, mushrooms in my egg this morning, but I would like a liver. My dad. Oh, dad isn't here this morning. I wonder where dad is. Dad's a big fan of liver and onion. My mom hates liver and onion. Yeah. So it's okay to take on an empty stomach. Um, the it's more a personal thing. Like there's no general reason why you can't. Some people that have a more sensitive stomach might have an issue with it, but there's no way of telling. The fasting days and so forth, no problem there. So basically, it's 4 during the day. It just says 4 capsules daily. Oops, will it focus? Focus. Take 4 capsules daily, preferably in the morning or with food. So you can take all 4 at once, but I've been stretching them out just to constantly keep that stuff in my liver. So in that case, again, it's more of a personal preference. We find some people just want to take all 4 in the morning and go and not worry about it the rest of the day. My schedule works where I can take it. There are certain times of the day where very specific things happen. Thank you, Mrs. Weather. And so it works for my schedule that way. Okay, that's one thing. Yeah. So the immune pill will counteract the medications taken for autoimmune diseases, because most of the autoimmune diseases you are taking an immune suppressant. And so the immune suppressant, drops your immune system, and then the immune pill pushes it back up. And so you can run into problems there. There's also concerns with the liver pill because it speeds up the process of the liver. It can break down certain medications more quickly, and so you may not get the full dose. So if there's some very critical medication, it's best to talk to your doctor or look up on WebMD. Look up burdock interactions, but for the most part, there really aren't any. Mentally running through my head. And then the brain pill, there's none. So that's good. If you have specific questions, then you can also talk to me, Maxine. Oh, hey, Dad's here. Hey, okay. Hey, Dad, you're going. Oh, Mom and you are going up for coffee. That's a good sign. Get your donut. Yeah, April. Coffee counts as something in the stomach. It certainly does. Well, I don't put cream or sugar. It's just the beans and water. What does they say? That's a sign of being a psychopath. I don't know. Okay. I saw a question about thyroid. Let's see. Okay. Okay. What about thyroid medicine? Okay. So the question. So yeah, none of this has come up surprisingly often, and so I've looked into it, and yeah, there's no interactions that I have found based in any of the research or warnings or anything like that the common thyroid medicines are affected by any of the herbs in the Medicine Man products. And there is some indications actually that the burdock helps with the thyroid issues. Okay, here's a great question. Bonnie, can we invest in Medicine Man besides ordering the product? No, since it is a privately owned company, there's no investment property or capabilities right now. The best thing you can do to help me, though, is just tell everyone about it and spread the word. I personally don't want the company ever to be sold. but like, I have very little say in the end, compared to the 75% ownership. And so there is a thing that maybe someday, as this turns into a huge thing, that some big supplement company goes, "Hey, we want to buy you," and he goes, "Okay," and off it goes to some public company. But for now, this is my goal, is to be the medicine man until like I'm 75 or so, just kind of chilling and doing that. Okay, so there is a blood pressure pill coming out probably in about a month that is designed to help people that are kind of right on the border of high blood pressure. But yeah, so it's come to me. One of the things, what's great about the tribe, and this is maybe not great, but it's made me aware of how prevalent the autoimmune diseases are. And so it's made me now my goal, like I want to come up with an immune pill for people with autoimmune diseases. So some other pill thing that will help not stimulate the immune system, but there are still other ways of fighting viruses and bacteria other than just through the immune system. So I've been, trying to see if there's something like that. Oh, okay, it is 8 o'clock. So let me just stop this. Stop. All right. Hey, Dad, love you. Say hi to Mom. Hopefully she's watching. Hey, Max and Pat, love you. Go out for donuts too. Let's see. There is one more question here. Oh, wow. Okay, Dan, I have to be very careful here because technically I'm not allowed. Uh, Let me answer that in private, Dan, because otherwise I can get into trouble with the FDA. So let me. There are some stuff that would help, but I have to be careful what I say and what I do. I'm sorry, but yeah, I will send you a message. Okay, at this point, I really need to get running. So, cheers, everyone. Finish your coffee, finish your donuts. Have a great day, and see you tomorrow. Also, remember, Meriwether's World has been moved to Thursdays, Thursday evenings. This semester, Wednesdays are the one night a week where the whole family can be together. And so I don't want to be the one ditching them then. So Thursday night, this Thursday, we start up, I'm going to call it season 4 of Meriwether's World. And we'll be talking about hackberries. Otherwise, I will see you tomorrow. Have a great day.